Hey, how's all going? Got a rainy day today, thought I'd stick around and just show you how to light charcoal briquettes. I get a lot of questions on how to light them, people struggle to get them going and how to use them, so we'll start from scratch and light them from start to finish. So basically it makes life very easy if you've got something like this. This is called a chimney or a bead lighter. So this one's a collapsible one. It complements the quokka that I've got sitting here. You'll find all those things on the website, rangernick.com.au. My preferred brand is HotShots. So HotShots I find to be very reliable. They've got a nice long burn time, up to 3 hours. So you've got a good long cook time. So they're very uniform and very consistent. So quite simple and straightforward to light. I like to keep mine in this little bag. And I find this really good because one of the things that charcoal briquettes do not like is moisture. So I've had these bags made up, and again they're available on the website just to keep the moisture out. There's a couple of great little features like your carry handles. It keeps all the black out of your car as well and keeps them dry. So handy zip. I've got a little pocket here in the bottom to keep things like my fire lighters and a box of matches or a cigarette lighter just to get them going. So if I take my bag of beads, put the desired amount into the chimney, bead lighter, we'll fill her up today because I do plan to do a little bit of cooking. You can drop them back in. They can be emptied straight into the bag, entirely up to you. Alright, so I've got the desired amount of briquettes in my lighter. I'll take a couple of these HotShot fire lighters. Any fire lighters will do. Anything that burns for 3 to 4 minutes will be enough to get them started, and in around about a half an hour period they'll come to a point they'll ash over and then they'll be ready to use. But provided that your fire starters burn for 3 to 4 minutes, it'll do to get going. I've had little old ladies tell me that they dry out their tea bags, soak them in metho and flick one of them under, they get the same result. An old jam tin or an old tin with a little bit of paper towel shoved in it, drizzle some cooking oil on, burns for 3 to 4 minutes, you'll get the same result. The youngsters, we need to listen to the youth of today. Sometimes that's a bit hard, I know, however, someone said to me, or a young couple at a show one day said to me, we just use a handful of corn chips. So I can't think of a better use for corn chips. So a handful of corn chips is going to give you the same result. But anything that will burn for 3 to 4 minutes and you're going to get that desired effect. So let's get them started. Notice here that the quokka sits 200 off the ground and it's contained. That's fantastic, especially when you're travelling. You're often able to use these during fire bans, not total fire bans of course, they are a solid fuel. Provided they're 200 off the ground and contained, usually the national parks and caravan parks are pretty good about it. So we pop that on there, give that around about half an hour. You will get a little bit of soot at the start there, but it's quite a clean fuel, so don't be too concerned, they will clean up. I've used these indoors, provided there's good ventilation, that's not a problem. Beautiful thing about them, because they're all uniform, they're consistent, you're going to get the same heat every time you put the same number of coals onto your camp oven. Right, in around about half an hour after lighting the beads, once you've got them started, they'll come to a point we refer to them as being ashed over. Now what that means is they're fully lit, they get this nice colour and they get this coating of white to grey ash. They're ready to use. HotShots will burn for up to 3 hours, so you've got a really good cook time. Most other charcoal briquettes that I've used, 2, maybe 2.5 hours kind of pulls them up. So you've got a really good cook time. It's perfect for doing your 2.5 kilo roast. You can set your camp oven and walk away from it.